Greetings, I am Uranus, Dr. Uranus. On this program I want to talk about 1970s made-for-TV B-movies. Duel, directed by Steven Spielberg. This is the classic that put Spielberg on the map and led to his big picture career. Starring Dennis Weaver, it tells the story of a traveling salesman driving to an important meeting who is menaced by a big rig tanker truck. Both the story and script are by Richard Matheson. One of the brilliant touches in this picture, shot over a 12-day period, is that you never see the face of the truck driver. Fans of Mr. Spielberg will recognize the similarity between the shot of the truck going over the cliff and another shot at the end of another of Mr. Spielberg's. Thank you for joining me. And remember, the world has not seen the end of Uranus.
El conde Drácula, rey de los vampiros, trató de unificar los poderes de las tinieblas mediante un pacto con el hombre lobo.
Get more out of life. Come often and bring your family to our drive-in theater.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the show. Once again, thank you for coming to our theater tonight. Have an enjoyable evening. The refreshment stand will remain open for a short time. Still plenty of time to get a snack or cold drink. We'll make an announcement before the stand closes to give you plenty of time to get that last-minute treat.
Hi guys, Mr. Incognito again, and once again I'm talking about martial arts and judo specifically in popular culture. Now, one of the silliest things that I've ever come across was the fact that feminists bemoan that Barbara Batgirl Gordon was not a black belt or depicted as being a black belt in the 1960s. Now, this was her first appearance in Detective Comics number 359, and in it she's fighting crime and she describes herself as a first Q, which means she's a brown belt 1 degree below the Shodan, which is a first degree black belt. And that kind of didn't make sense to me. I mean, if you're going to go out into the streets and fight a guerrilla war against crime, you would think that you should at least be a black belt and not just a brown belt. And as I said, there are a bunch of feminists that have latched onto the idea that this was a conscious decision of the editors at DC Comics that, well, Batman is a black belt, so Batgirl can't possibly be a black belt too. And, you know, you can kind of see that maybe this was the case. This is what they were thinking of, except for one thing. What was Robin? Well, a couple of years later, in an issue of Detective Comics, they had a story, and Robin, and this is hilarious. I wish I had a visual for you, but Robin is wearing a karate gi and his little black mask, and he's giving a karate demonstration. But the narrative describes Robin as also being a brown belt. So it's almost like, okay, Batman is obviously a black belt, so then Batgirl and Robin can't possibly be higher than that, except for there are degrees. I mean, you could have Batman being depicted as being an 8th degree black belt, and then have Robin as a 5th degree, or Batgirl as a 3rd. They can all be black belts. And obviously, since we're talking about the Q system and the Dan system of rating your proficiency in the arts, the editors obviously knew about this, but for some reason Robin and Batgirl were depicted as being brown belts. Now, here's the real kicker. Just the other day, I was going through my comic collection, and I came across an issue of Justice League of America number 74. And in it, Batman goes up against Dr. Midnight, and he makes the reference that he and Dr. Midnight are more or less a equal match, except for one thing, as Batman says, except for I would qualify as being a black belt. And now all of a sudden I'm going, wait a minute, how does one qualify as being a black belt with you're either a black belt or you're not? So what exactly did Batman mean by that? I mean, there are ways that you go out there to earn a black belt. I earned mine the good old-fashioned way. One day I went into the dojo and I took on 5 black belts in successive fashion, and that's how I earned mine. And you would think that's how Batman would have earned his, but there's just something hokey about Batman saying I could qualify as a black belt. Either you are or you aren't. And once again, it makes me wonder about why then were Robin and Batgirl only depicted as being brown belts.
Bruce Lee faces a real dilemma. He's on the verge of stardom in the United States with a projected TV series on the horizon, but he's just achieved superstardom as a film actor here in Hong Kong. So what does he choose, the East or the West? It's a kind of problem most budding movie actors would welcome.
Karate, judo, and Chinese boxing to James Garner, Steve McQueen, Lee Marvin, and James Coburn. The newest Mandarin superstar, known in the West for his appearances in Batman, The Green Hornet, Ironside, taught karate, judo, and Chinese boxing to James Garner, Steve McQueen, Lee Marvin, and James Coburn.